When you arrive at NTI in the I group for your first year, you will receive an empty tabbed notebook that looks like this. And it has all of the table of contents written out for you with all of the different colored tabs that go with each one of the courses that you're going to be taking throughout the next 4 years. Also, you will receive your first checklist for the items that we recommend you put into your portfolio. And that is called the Year 1 checklist. This Year 1 checklist, you can find that at the Portfolio Resource Center. You can also find that over the website, and we also give this to you in your notebook when you first arrive at the orientation. Let me give you an example of how to use the checklist. So the Year 1 checklist really covers both of your courses that you take the first time you come to NTI. That's Course 10 and Course 11. And I'll give you an idea. Course 10 is under tab 2, and there I have put the checklist, and then each one of these items in order is included in the portfolio. So for example, we'll work off this checklist, which is the same as this. The first thing is the personal philosophy of apprenticeship training. Now, this is something that you work on during your first year here at NTI, and so that gets included because it's a very important item in your learning to be an instructor educator. The next thing on the checklist is application of laws of learning. Well, here at NTI, we talk a lot about the application of the laws of learning and various exercises and assignments that go along with that. So that then also gets placed in your portfolio. And then just continuing down the checklist in Year 1. Now, some of these assignments you do right here at NTI. Some of the items on the checklist, you'll have to wait till you get home to collect them and then put them in your portfolio. So for example, I'm sure you have lots of different certificates, you have lots of different licenses and memberships. We recommend that you make copies of those and include those also in your portfolio. And then finally, there's a career summary that we recommend, which you can see here, and also reflections on your first year at NTI. Those are things that you do after you get home. So when you have finished with this checklist, then you bring to your second year at NTI what you have already completed in your portfolio, and you bring that to NTI, and then you pick up another checklist, and that's Year 2 checklist. So during NTI in Year 2, you will create some of these things in Courses 20 and Course 21, and then you'll also end up putting those in your portfolio. So here we go again. We look, that's the tab for Course 20, and we have that here. It includes first a lesson plan. So the lesson plan with PowerPoint slides. Here's your lesson plan, and here are the PowerPoint slides. And then the next thing is the demonstration rubric you received for your personal presentations. So that's what comes next, your demonstration rubric. And then it just continues all the way down. Those are the things that need to be put into your portfolio. Most of this is prepared and created during your time at NTI, but sometimes there are items that you'll have to do when you get home, because NTI is a 4-year program, not a 4-week program. Then the same thing continues. When you get here for Year 3, then you're going to start creating items on this checklist and copy of test items. If we go to Year 3, we have all of these items within the portfolio. Photographs are especially wonderful, especially if they're in color and then identified. So building your portfolio is really as simple as taking the items on this checklist and the others that I've shown you and placing them in your portfolio. Sometimes there are other things that are very important to you in your career that you'd like to include. Well, I would suggest that you include those things. These checklists are really just items that we recommend. For your 4th year at NTI, make sure you bring your entire portfolio that you've created from years 3 to year 2 and year 1 to then showcase for the first year instructors so that they too can look at your finished product and get an idea of how they would like to develop their portfolio throughout their next 4 years. And then over time, as your portfolio grows, over the 4 years, and you look back at all that you've done, all that you've accomplished during your 4 years at NTI, it's quite an accomplishment.